It's John from Joe Innovation Garage in the Peach Capital of the state. Boys and girls, look at them two cats. We're going to cut some 16 gauge aluminum. First time ever, we're going to cut a little bit of aluminum, see what happens. So what I'm thinking about doing is I put there was already 2 holes here. So what I did was I just put 2 nut inserts, and I'm going to run these heater hoses, and I'm going to run them right across there. And somebody's probably going to say, oh, they make a bracket for that. And I'm going to say, yeah, you're probably right. But guess what? We don't have that bracket. So we're just going to make something out of aluminum. So what I'm thinking about making is something like this. Over, up, over, and down, right? And go from there. And those 2 hoses together is about 1 3/4 inches. So if you measure an inch, if you measure an inch, 3/4, 1 3/4, 3/4, and an inch, you come up to be 5 1/4. So we're just going to radius the edges. I'm not going to cut any holes because I don't know how this thing's going to stretch. What's up, Mac? I don't know how this thing's going to stretch right quick. So I can just drill the holes with a drill. So I need this profile. So that's what we're going to do. And we're going to try to cut some aluminum right quick. And like I said, we're going to cut it out. And we're going to see what it looks. We're going to see how this thing does on aluminum. So we're going to cut some aluminum. So that's that. So we got a piece of 16 gauge. We're going to cut that, and we're going to see how it does. Go to manufacturing. Go to setup. So this will be the first time cutting aluminum. We've cut steel, but we hadn't cut no aluminum yet. So that's what we're about to do. We're going to cut some aluminum, see how it does. See how she does. Should be fine. Should be fine. But like I said, I got to get some more consumables. They last pretty good while. Yeah, so what I'm doing, Mac, is there was 2 holes already in these inner fenders, so I just put 2 nut inserts. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a tab to hold these 5/8 heater hose lines. And I know somebody's going to drop in the chat and say, well, they make a bracket for that. And I'm going to say, yeah, they sure do. But guess what? We don't have that. We don't have that bracket. And I'm not looking for it. I never had it. It wasn't on the old inner fenders. So, like I said, we're just going to take and cut a piece of aluminum. Now, 16 gauge aluminum right there, 16 gauge. So we're going to hit select, and then we're going to go to geometry. We're going to cut this profile face, and we're going to do that right there. We want it smooth edges, and then we're going to go right here, and we're just going to say okie dokie. Yeah, I just did it. Sure is. You select, what's up, Nathan? Yeah, Mac. I just told it in the library that I'm cutting aluminum, and it automatically. Yeah, see, I just told it that we're cutting aluminum, so we're just gonna put hose. We're gonna put hose clamp. And again, this might not work. Like I said. So we'll go over here to fire control. So on hoodies, I wear extra large. And I wear extra large because I cannot stand a shallow hood. I cannot stand it. So extra large. I wear extra large. I mean, I wear a large, but for hoodies and stuff like that, I wear for hoodies and stuff, I wear extra larges. Well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out together right here. We're gonna find out together. We're gonna find out together. We're gonna see what it does. We're gonna see what it does. I'm gonna tell you something else. We're gonna see what happens. Is them two damn cats. I'll tell you what else we're gonna see. We're gonna see them two cats. Man, I hope that piece of aluminum was long enough. 5. Oh yeah, we in good shape. We in good shape. We in good shape. We in good shape. Uh-oh. 0 all axis right there. Look. They already know. They already know I'm about to hit the button. I still got to make a stand to hold that daggone plasma on the wall. All right. First time cutting aluminum. We're going to see what happens. Whether it's wrong or right, we're going to do it together. So we should be good. So right there it says cut speed is God almighty. Cut speed 205, cut height 0.05, pierce delay 1, pierce height 0.15, and backlash is 0.04. All right, boys and girls, we're going to watch it together. Son of a gun. God almighty. Yeah, that was way too fast. Way too fast. Sweet Lord of baby Jesus. Man, that was fast. Yeah, that was too fast. We're gonna slow that joint down. Let's go out of here and let's go look. Let's go back to Fusion. Let's go to our right there, 205. Yeah, that's way too fast. All right, so they did tell me that you might have to adjust it. So we're gonna adjust it. I see you, Nathan. I see you. So what we're gonna do is we're going to slow it down. So it's at 205. We're gonna go to like 175. So we're gonna go 175, and then we're gonna leave everything else because it done really, really good. I mean, it done really good. It just outrun it right there. So we got enough to cut. We got enough to cut another one. So we're gonna, like I said, you know, we're learning together. You wanna go out? Come on. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna change this. I don't know. We're gonna find out. We'll find out again. I don't think it moved. It moved when I touched it the first time, yes, but it shouldn't move it when it touches. God dang it! You want to go out too? Well, come on, get out of here, Fat Ace. All right. It shouldn't, but like I said, yeah, we're gonna override the program. Yes, we're gonna override it. We're gonna say 175, boys and girls, and we're gonna try it again. Well, I don't know. Let's put it back to 205. Let's go to 200. I guess we're going to keep trying and see what happens. Interesting. I wonder if it's losing. I better know what's wrong. I better know what's wrong. I better know what's wrong. Let's see what it does right here. Ha ha! It was losing its ground because the plastic was on it. It was upside down. It was losing its ground, but it still outran. It was losing its ground because the plastic was still on it. Interesting. Interesting, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that's a lesson. That is a lesson. So we just learned something. We learned that we can't cut it with the plastic up. And first time cutting aluminum. Got to do a little tweaking on it. I can clean this up. I can clean this up, boys, girls. Hold tight. Hold tight. Hold tight, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Hold tight. Hold tight. Hold tight. Yeah, it's a plasma. Yes, it's a plasma. It's a plasma. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to clean up this piece because I don't want to keep wasting material. and then we'll tweak it a little bit on the next go around. We're gonna make this little piece right here. That's probably what happened right there, is that plastic, it lost its ground, honestly. See, it still had the plastic on it. Yeah, plasma needs a ground, absolutely. So we're gonna clean this piece up right quick. We're gonna make this piece work. We're gonna make it work. I got it up to 45 degrees in here and I turned the heat off. Now the mini splits are on, but they're on eco mode, so. So we're gonna make, and then here in a second, I'm gonna show you that tool in that bucket over there hooked up to the battery charger. And we're gonna see what it looks like together. We're gonna see what it looks like together. Tell you what, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I believe I would lose my head if it wasn't attached to my body. So y'all look away. Y'all look away. I don't have no glasses, so look away. Look away. I don't know where they're at. I just needed to clean that little edge off. Other than that little edge right there where it outrun itself, it actually cut really, really good, honestly. I closed them. I closed my eyes. It was just that edge. So we're gonna go over here to the DA, and DA means dual action sander. It don't mean dumbass. Dual action sander. It don't mean dumbass. It don't mean dumbass. Well, she's a running, ain't she? Running like the wind. More airbrush table. This is 240. 240. Let's hit it with some. Let's hit it with some 600 now. Some 600. Let's go ahead and hit it with some 8. Hit it with some 800. Say ah. Ah. Say ah. Ah. Look, it's a damn ah. So, what we're going to do, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to make this little bracket, and then we'll drill the holes. We'll drill the holes after we do the bracket. So, with that being said, well, I'm sorry to hear about that. Sorry to hear about that. So, they cut it 5 1/4. So it's 5 1/4, dead on the money, and it's 1 inch wide. So it cut it good. We just gotta get the settings right. So we're gonna make this piece. So we're gonna do 1 inch, 1 inch, then 3/4. So we're gonna step it in 1 inch, then 3/4, and do the same thing on that, and that should leave us a lip in the middle. So it can hold those hoses down, those hoses. And I'm saying hoses, H-O-S-E, hoses. So we're gonna measure, yeah, I'm working on a 63 Impala. 63 Impala, come on, don't do it. So we're gonna go 1 3/4, so that's 1 inch. And then we're gonna go 3/4. And then we're gonna come back 1 inch. All right, we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. We're gonna mark it 1 3/4, and then we're gonna mark it at 1 inch. And that should leave us 1 3/4 on the inside. 1 3/4 on the inside. Now, when we go to break this, and the break is gonna stretch and shrink. So, we might have to be a little bit careful. Let's be a little bit careful. So right there's our marks. All right. So the 1 inch part is not the crucial part. The crucial part is the center. So all right, so we're gonna bend it here, bend it here, bend it there, and bend it there. And by doing that, and somebody's gonna say, "Oh, you could have went and bought something." Yeah, probably could have, but we're gonna make that right there. That's what we're gonna make. That's the plan anyway. So let's might use a little. Let's think about this for a second. So let's mark both sides because we're gonna have to flip it over. We're gonna have to flip it over so we can because we're going to have to bend it one way, and then we're going to have to flip it, and then bend it another way. Because we got to go. So y'all just hang tight. Let's mark it again. And as soon as we make this little piece, I'm going to show you the electrolysis we got going on over here in the bucket. And man, you don't want to miss it. It's interesting, to say the least. To say the least. All right, so we're just making this hose bracket to hold these hoses down, Henry. So if we bend this one first, we're not going to be, if we bend this line first, we're not going to be able to break this one. So we're going to have to break this one and then flip it over and then break the other side. And then we have to flip it over, break the other side. Yeah. We got, actually, we're going to show you that. That one right there has been in the bucket for a moment. It's been in there for a hot minute. So once we break, once we get this one, we're going to break this, right? We're going to bend this first. I got to set y'all right here. So. Three and a half. It don't look square. Told you it didn't look square. All right, so we're gonna break this end at 9. Whoop, we went too far. All right. It didn't tear. See, it didn't tear. This is 5052 aluminum. So it's pretty soft, so it won't rip. So that's the first one. So now we're going to have to break this one this way, right? So if I put it in there like that, then we bend it up like that, and that will give me my L. But I need one of them small ass brakes. So we can put it in this one right here, and we can put this one in that one, and we can break that line, and that'll fold that up. There we go. We'll just do it all on this one. So we got that. Yeah, I know, Mac. I was like, what the hell? Yeah, so we saved that one. So we got to break this one up and then rotate it and break that one down. I'm telling you, man, it's a thinking thing, man. It's like it's like chess, not checkers. All right, so now, yeah, so we bend this one like that, and that gives us that, and then we rotate that juke joint around like that. Bam. There's our bracket. There's our drawing. There's our drawing. There's our bracket. Now, boys and girls, now, meow, right meow. And it didn't tear, so nothing tore. So there was two holes already in the inner fender, so I put nut inserts in them. And that right there is going to set like that. And what it's going to do, it's going to be like cats in the cradle. Cat's in the cradle and the silver spoon. And that is what we made, boys and girls, right there. That is what we made right there. What do you think about that? So I think that right there will be good. I think that'll be good. And then that hose right there goes right there. And then the other one goes right down there. And I think that will be good, good, good. Now all I got to do, that's why I didn't put the holes in there. I can do the holes after the fact. I can put them up here and I can measure them. I think it's two and some change center line. I can pop 2 holes in it, and then we can put that bad boy up there like that right there. It's good to go. Boy, I got the cover on that juke joint. I got that right there. So boys and girls, I know I like to keep my lives at 60 minutes, but we at 30 minutes. No more lemonade. All right. Part 2 of this episode. So if you're just tapping in, if you missed it yesterday, we're gonna close this show up with this one right here. These are some blacksmithing tools that were gifted to me yesterday. And I didn't want to have a media blasted, so came up with this. Well, I didn't come up with it. It's just science and physics. So came up with this idea that I wanted to do. I got 2 boxes of baking soda. I got the battery charger. I got it hooked up. I got a piece of railroad iron on this end, or railroad spike, and then I got a tool on that side. That tool has actually been in there 10:30. I put it in at 10:30 Eastern Standard Time. It is almost 12:30. So that's 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. It's been in that solution for 2 hours. All right. This is what it looks like when you start. This is the one we did yesterday. This is exactly 2 hours after it was in that water with baking soda with electrolysis running through it, right? And it's pretty daggone nice. Pretty daggone nice. So we done it for 30 minutes live yesterday. We pulled it out. We looked at it. And then we stuck it back in there. We done it another 30 minutes. And then I pulled it out. And then we looked at it. And then I stuck it back in there. And then we ended the live. And then I went for 60 minutes. And then I did a short. And then I literally pulled it out of the water, took it in there in the bathroom, and rinsed it off. And it looks damn near good. It looks good. I like it. And Nathan said put some linseed oil on it. And I knew I had some linseed oil. I had some of this I put on my table at one time. What's up, Cars? I used to play checkers. So we're gonna pull it out together. That didn't sound right. All right, I just unplugged the battery charger. And let me clarify something. I did say something yesterday that I was gonna leave the battery charger on all night with the monkey wrench, the pipe wrench, and I didn't do that. And I shouldn't have said that because battery chargers scare me. Well, they don't scare me, I just don't trust them. So, and somebody texted me and said, hey man, don't do that because I know battery chargers short out and burn people's places down. And I agree with you 100%. I don't trust battery chargers and I don't trust batteries. Anything can happen. But anyways, I did not leave it on all last night. I did leave it on for 2 hours and then I turned it off. So, but like I said, we're gonna pull this out together and we're gonna see what it looks like. So, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It's getting there. Now this one was a little bit more rustier than the other one. I got it on trickle. I got it on Tony Hamilton. I got it on trickle, just 2 to 6 amps. I got it on trickle. Now I'm not going to take the wire off, but that's what it looked like when we. You better act right. You better act right, or I'm gonna throw you out. That's what it looked like when we started. And that's why I got a piece of railroad iron. And look, all the rust is getting. Look, all the rust is getting sucked to that one. Now I I did wrap a wire all the way down to see if it would do any different than other than just wrapping it like that. And it didn't, it don't look like it done no different. But you can see the water. She's a dirty girl. But I'm super stoked on how that right there. So that's been in there for 2 hours. And you can see, I mean, honestly, it's probably done. It's probably good. I could probably take it out and take it in there and look, see, and take it in there in the bathroom and wash it in the sink and then do the other one. But that one's for 2 hours, just like the other one. So I'm happy with it. Yeah, she been in too many bars. She a dirty girl. She like the village bicycle. Everybody's took a ride. She been to too many ports. Old dirty girl. Old seagull. Old dirty girl. But yeah, I think that looks good. Like I said, might just go ahead and unravel this one and go ahead and put that one on for 2 hours and then see what that one looks like and then set the daggone monkey wrench up for 2 hours. Now, I did read last night you can use soap. You can use like dishwashing soap or whatever. And you can use baking soda, but I use baking soda. And it said just 1 cup, and I put 2 damn pounds in there, so maybe that helps speed up the process. I don't know, but let's put it back in. Let's put it back in here for a little bit. We're gonna run it just a little bit longer. This one was a little. Now don't let these two touch. All right, don't let these two touch. Okay. Don't let these two touch. And you put the positive on the railroad iron or a piece of iron or a punch, whatever you want the metal the rust to go to. And then you put the negative on the part that you want to clean. I don't know, Mac. I don't know. It seems like it's doing pretty. Head sticking out like an old turtle. Might have to put a little bit more water in there. And then, like I said, I know the old-timey battery chargers probably got more juice in them because they don't have the safety stuff in them like these. And like I said, I just got it plugged up, got it on the first setting on the trickle charge, and you can see you can already see it foaming. See it working? Oh, yeah, and it won't shock you. If somebody thinks it's going to electrocute you, it won't electrocute you. So, roll it on out. Oh, yeah. See it? Boy, she rolling now, boy. Get it. Now, I'm going to post some of this stuff on my daggone TikTok page, too. I got it unlocked, so we're going to go from there. So, boys and girls, I appreciate every single one of you. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. And the next thing I'm going to do is, I'm not going to put this water neck in because if I do, all the water's going to run on the floor, and I still got to get on the floor. So, we got a few more things we got to button up, and then we're going to start tidying up stuff and start securing everything and start cleaning up everything and getting everything going. And like I said, I got this right here installed yesterday. I got to install this water transfer thing. I got to do it. It goes up in there, and then we're good to go. So, boys and girls, I appreciate every single one of you. Green Acres. Remember what I said, boys and girls. Don't worry about the man up the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch. We're sweeping off anybody else's. What's up, Tina? Yeah, crazy good. Oh, yeah. Oh, hold on a second. Tina, if you just now got here, this is what it looked like when we started. Old rusty blacksmithing tools. And after 2 hours hooked up doing electrolysis, that's what it looks like right now. I got some cast iron pots and pans I want to do too. I'm going to do them as well. So I appreciate every one of you. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bells, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. Remember what I said, don't worry about the man on the road or down the road. Sweep off your own front porch while sweeping off anybody else's. Put God first at Lucy and Drag. Peace.